Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. P. Welcome back to the channel today for another Fortnite Season 5 video. Now, in today's video, we have a lot of interesting things to talk about. I'm joined by my good YouTube buddy, iTankit. What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, guys? Aaron or Tankit here, joined with Dr. P. Some crazy Season 5 updates coming soon. We are very excited to break down everything today. Dr. P, let's start it off. What is going on? The newest updates right now in Fortnite Battle Royale. Some crazy stuff. Break it down.
Sure. So we actually got a brand new tweet from @FNBR Leaks, very credible source for leaks. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about them before, but essentially it says expect big things on August 21st. There's a leak in the game files that says event type equals Season 5 Rift Shrink. So we're not exactly sure what's going on. It looks like there's going to be an event soon that's going to end on the 21st, according to this leak, that's going to involve the rift in the sky, the big crack, shrinking to some degree. So I'm not too sure what's going to happen. It definitely looks like the whole Worlds Collide theme is going to come into play here more. What do you think?
Yeah, so obviously Season 5 is the Worlds Collide theme, as you just touched on. So with everything in Season 5 changing, from Lazy Links to Paradise Palms to the new Viking area of the map, there's a ton of historic and I guess timeline themed things added to Season 5. So with this rift in the sky essentially opening up all those things, you know, when they took Durburger away, they added the anchor, they added the Wild West, you know, carriage, all that stuff was linked to the rift. So with the rift shrinking, the event in-game having coding to do with the rift actually shrinking, and the noises going around, which, you know, Dr. P can, you know, touch on that in just a moment, a ton of stuff is, I guess, presenting itself towards a potential Rift update. And of course, so many different routes they could take with this. We're going to break that down in today's video. But Dr. P, what are you thinking about this noise? Because going on right now in the final circles of Fortnite is this specific noise that you hear coming from the Rift.
Yeah, so there's actually two noises now. So the first noise, which I'm sure you guys have heard in my videos, I've showcased them many times, but essentially there's two possible things I think it could be. This is sort of my opinion. It sounds a lot like, for one, like an airplane, some kind of jet plane going through the sky, and also it could be some kind of an alien extraterrestrial spaceship. It has that weird vibe. The two most possible outcomes that I've seen in my comments and I've gathered from looking on social media, Reddit, YouTube, that sort of thing. But also there's a new sound that actually got tweeted to me by a fan. I'll throw it up on screen for you right now. This sounds way out there. It's a lot different than the original sound. And at first when I saw this, I thought it might be the guided missile, but you can see at the end of the clip, the guided missile is being shot. A brand new missile is shot and launched, and the sound disappears. Almost certainly not the guided missile. It sounds a lot more extraterrestrial, sounds a lot like some kind of alien ship. So I'm not sure what's going on with this. It's a brand new sound, and it's definitely very strange. I'm not too sure what to think of it, but you know, there's a whole lot of things that can happen. There is alien writing on the back of the bunker in Wailing Woods, which we have still gotten no update or any mention by Epic on, so it's strange. That thing I think is definitely, you know, gonna have some big significance with the upcoming bit of Season 5, but it's really strange, man. What do you think about it?
Yeah, which is a crazy link, because if you think about Season 5, the noises, the rift, all that stuff coming out, especially that alien sounding noise, well, the original spawn of this rift was with the visitor skin leaving the actual map, and obviously returning to whatever, you know, extraterrestrial zone he was once from. So that is an alien timeline that created this original rift and all the noises and the expanding skies. So it's kind of cool to see coding in the game that leads to a new event around the rift and having these alien noises, because potentially the blockbuster skin, the visitor skin, might be coming back into Fortnite Battle Royale in some sort of Season 5 event. Now, Doc, with this coding, there's two routes they can take it, okay? I'm thinking that in terms of the actual in-game event, they could do that return of the blockbuster skin and have a brand new almost rocket launch, but rocket return with the visitor skin. We, you know, remember from the layer he left in that big rocket, created all the rifts around the map. That could be one way they could do this, or they could do it with the birthday challenges. Having the coding with the birthday challenges ending and then the rift event starting, we could be seeing some sort of in-game event like that, leading to new skins, new updates on the map, like the cake, you know, the locations where you have to dance in front of to, you know, complete all the challenges with the back bling, the Save the World skin, the llamas. They could do those two routes. Dr. P, what do you think more plausible if this was actually to go down in-game?
Well, I really liked what they did with the birthday event. Like, it was really cool. We got a brand new Battle Bus music, which, you know, I like to jam out to. I like to listen to it before I fall out. It's awesome. But that whole event was really cool and quite sudden. You know, having an in-game event like that would be really good, especially when you look at the leak. It does say, like, in-game event there, so it's almost certainly going to be a big in-game event. So I wouldn't be surprised if the rocket, you know, came back, because I don't know if you guys have seen, but there are blinking lights up in the sky, and there are, you know, leakers and people who do this kind of stuff researched it and actually found out that the Morse code lights, you know, the blinking lights, they translate into August 4th. Now, I don't know if there's something that's going to happen on August 4th, but, you know, with this event going through the 21st, I wouldn't be surprised if it started then. You know, it seems very likely, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the rocket came back. They had a big in-game event for the rocket launching. Would make sense if it came back and it was another big in-game event. That event when the rocket launched was arguably one of the best things that ever happened with gaming. So many people got on the game and were in-game at that specific time just to watch that rocket. It was crazy. It was all over Twitter, all over social media. So, I mean, just to touch on what you said, I really think it would be good to see another in-game event, you know, just to bring everybody back together. We're a couple weeks into Season 5, and the hype is still very strong, but it could do nothing but help the game out.
I agree, 100%. If they have an in-game event, which, you know, already created this whole Rift and Season 5 theme with the history and the timeline and stuff like that, if they have a tied-in secondary event to bring back that blockbuster, expand the lore even more, expand the potential for leaks and information that we'll see, you know, connect those dots in the past with the sounds, the Morse codes, all that stuff, finally having answers in-game, no longer just speculation, I think that'd be pretty awesome. Now, Doc, when we originally had the Season 5 Battle Pass and we had the original Season 5 leaks with the map changes and the theme of what Season 5 was going to be, this Rift and this, you know, blockbuster ordeal with the rocket launch, it led to so many different theories and leaks and information about potential skins, potential map changes, and a lot of those changes, you know, skins and map changes included, they didn't come out into the game. Others did. Some that were leaked actually were added, but some weren't. So in terms of this, I guess, Rift coming back and, you know, the Rift expanding and, you know, making this story even bigger and better than it once was, there could be some of those skins in the past. I don't know if you remember, but we had the pirate skin, the mad scientist skin that was connected to that. We also had map changes like, I believe, what was it, Pirates Point. We had some expansions on Moisty Mire and Wailing Woods that never happened. So in terms of what could change in-game for Season 5, I think the potential is really, really big because as we've known in the past, Epic Games has confirmed all throughout Season 5, they will be updating the map, updating the game as they go with this, you know, lore style theme with the blockbuster skins. So, Doc, what do you think in terms of what we could be seeing from map changes to skins to, you know, updates? How is this Rift going to tie into all that?
Well, in terms of map changes, I think there's a couple very possible things that could happen. For one, if you look at the route the rocket took when it went around the map, they made the cracks in the sky, and every crack in the sky is directly above a location that was altered. You know, there's one above Lazy Links, there's one above the area formerly known as Moisty Mire, there's one above the area that is now the Viking Mountain, and there's also one that's directly over Salty Springs. So I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of comes through and comes into fruition soon and makes that actually change Salty Springs. There's a number of reasons why I think Salty Springs is such a big location that could be changed. You know, number one, you have the Easter Island statues that are all pointing directly at it. Number two, the cracks right above it. Number three, there was a rocket hologram right under Salty Springs during the rocket launch for Season 4. So a lot of reasons why I think that could change. Also, if you look at Loot Lake, which is an area that's been dead for such a long time, there have been so many concepts about Loot Lake, and also the rocket, when it actually finally burst back up into the air and made the big crack, it came right out of Loot Lake. It was a big portal, a big build-up, massive thing that happened in Loot Lake, so I think those are the two most likely areas that we could be seeing altered in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it's anything's good at this point. Like, as you said, the Season 5 hype is still there, but with this brand new coding, you know, with the Rift being tied into, you know, future updates in Season 5, it's just, you know, it's all gravy. It's all sprinkles and cherries on top, because in Season 4, when the Rift actually formed and this blockbuster lore and the timeline, you know, expanded and made Fortnite just more than just a battle royale game, but it was almost like a mystery to be solved, it was a really cool and exciting thing because it brought together the community. You know, an in-game event like that rocket thing, having a second version of that would be amazing, even if it was, you know, a smaller toned down version of that, which connected to, you know, more future updates in Season 5, that would be all good for me. So, Dr. P, any final words on what this Rift means, what the coding means?
As I touched on before, there's a ton of things that could possibly happen here with Fortnite Season 5. There's a ton of possible map changes, a ton of possible in-game changes, and you guys know that Rift has been in the sky for more than a month now. Like, it has been there. Every game you load into, any game mode you go into, it's just been there, and it hasn't changed. It started growing for the first bit. It was there in late June, and then when Season 5 dropped on July 12th, since then, there's been no changes. So we're pushing 3 weeks now with absolutely no change, completely stagnant. So at some point, it looks like it is definitely going to be soon with this leak, it's going to start to shrink. It's just a matter of what's going to come along with it. Is it going to start to push stuff out, suck stuff up? Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine.
So I'm hyped. Hopefully you guys are as well. So in the comment section down below, let us know. What are your thoughts, your ideas, your reactions on this brand new coding leak with the brand new in-game event for the Rift? Is it going to be more of the birthday challenge route with the skins, the challenges, the upgrades, the unlocks, or is it going to be more in-game cinematic style of an event, if you will? So, Dr. P, thank you for having me on the channel. You know, I don't really do collabs that often, especially since I've started making more Fortnite videos, so I think you're my first. So props to you, props to your channel for having me on. Very, very excited to see how this video does, the comments, the feedback, your reactions, your ideas. Always appreciate it. Love to have a good discussion going down on your video and mine as well.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks so much to TanKid for having me on. Really do appreciate it. Like TanKid said, I love to spark up a conversation in my comments. It's one of the main reasons I do the theories, because without you guys, you know, there's only one side to it, because I love to get multiple takes on the things. And with that said, I think that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Guys.